Hello, I'm Jonathan Hanson. Today is October 9th, 2022. I'm going to use a bigger brush. Well, I'm up. It's Sunday morning, somewhere around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm painting. And I got things to say. I'm not going to go outdoors and do any nature videos today. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to go out until probably Tuesday, as I am in survival mode now. As I have very little food on hand and no money whatsoever for food supplies. So I'm just hanging in there. I just looked at my Facebook account to see when the last time it was that I made an art sale. And it dates back to June 4th, 2022. And like I said, today's the 9th of October. That money was spent almost immediately on art supplies and rent and food and healthcare. So basically from that month of June on, I have not had any money. And now I'm behind on my rent for October, and I still don't have any kind of intuition when I'm going to be able to earn money. Like I said, I've got tons of artwork for sale, but nobody is coming forth and trying to help me out with any art sales of any kind. And there are people on Facebook that'll leave me them stupid ass emojis that they care, but nobody's coming to find me. Nobody's DMing me. Nobody's private messaging me to see how I'm doing. It's been days without talking to anybody. Like I said, when I get into this position where I go without, that's it. I'm done. I leave everybody out of the equation until things get fixed on my end. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to have any kind of friendships with anybody, because like I said, I don't know anybody else that's my age that's living completely without money. And like I said, my community and the people in my community, all my life have been calling me mentally retarded, and that the only good thing I'm good for is bending my back over to please somebody else to pull a weed out of the crack in their sidewalk. And I'm done with that. I grew up poor, where my whole family at one point was employed. My brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, and me were employed for Krugowski Construction. And I remember the wages that my family was employed for back in 1988 for Krugowski Construction. It was, I made $2.50 an hour. My brother made $2.50 an hour. My dad made $5 an hour for Krugowski Construction, and my mom made $3.50 an hour. I know what people think of us in this community. I've had many family tragedies, which I'm going to bring up, and more and more over the videos that I make. And for the people who are cringing, that think that they know me and are feeling funny that I'm making these videos, get used to it, because like I said the other day, I'm not quitting, I'm not stopping. I'm going to tell my story. I don't know anybody else that's living this dirt poor in poverty. And the only thing that keeps me from doing that is having this house and a fair and kind landlord. I said that the other day. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about that, move forward. But like I said, the only thing that keeps me from really, not having anything is this home. And I take care of it with no money. And I take care of my home better than people that have money. And I have no money. So I guess, yesterday's video is a far cry from today's video, but this is what I'm going to show, the day-to-day life that I'm living. And where I live in a community that doesn't support me isn't easy either. And it's shown, it's documented. You look at the sites, people do not like me. They have one thought in mind what I should be doing, and that is to be in the warehouse or to be at the shipyard or whatnot, and I'm not doing it. I haven't worked for the man for 17 years. That's the only benefit that I've taken away from my career, is that I haven't had to answer to the man for 17 years. I haven't had to punch a clock. But that doesn't mean that I'm just sitting around doing nothing with my time. God knows that. You people should know that. But, it's tough. Like I was just talking about my family. I hear things. I live in a community of about 7,500 people. Menominee, Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Michigan, very small community, hidden away from people, basically. It's not a tourist destination of any kind, and people usually just come through to go do their tours in the UP up in Marquette and Iron Mountain and anywhere north of here. But the people here in Menominee aren't nice. They aren't. And I love being here. It should be a beautiful area to live, but they don't support what other people do. They think they can do everything everybody else does. Read the comments. My 2-year-old can do what you do. Go get the job, and oh, your work is copyright, and on and on and on, just foolishness, and they don't realize that after 17 years, you should not be judging somebody for things that they're showing. I'm showing my good works every day. And like I said, there's just no contact in reality. I go days and weeks without talking to anybody. Anybody. Days and weeks. And that's hard when you don't have money, because then you start thinking that's why people don't like you, because you don't have money. You don't fit into the social norm. You don't fit into the social climate of the town or the credit system that's given to people because you don't have money. I don't even have a bank account. I think it'd be easier to sell my artwork if I had a bank account and I could go on Etsy and start selling my work again. I know that there's a customer base there for me, but nobody will help me set up a bank account in my own community. And this is something that I just didn't start doing yesterday. I've been doing this for years. You go 10, 12 years back. And I'm going to stop there. I want to show you my refrigerator, show you what I'm working with here. I ran out of coffee, so I'm a little bit excited here about things. Whoops, sorry about that. You'll have to be patient. I ran out of coffee here this morning and have very minimal food. So, of course, my mentality, my mindset has changed into a survival attitude. It's not as loving and kind when I get like this, but I said I want to show people how I'm living and what I'm doing and try to figure it out, because like I said, I could see myself from the inside. I know I have God in me. I know God's for me, but on the outside, people don't see me and I can't see myself. So I'm going to make these videos, and believe me, I'm going to get much better at making these videos, editing them and conversations and whatnot. Like I said, my family, I can't wait to dig into my family because they are well known. If they're still alive, it's been, like I said, I've been estranged from my family for about 22 years. Here's what I got in my refrigerator today. Not much jelly. That's what I'm going to be pretty much living off of here for the next couple days until my welfare EBT food card kicks back in. But that's it. I mean, there's no kidding around when I talk about not having things. I don't have things, And it's like this. It's not just been like this for a couple days. It's over and over and over. The same minute, very minor problems that could be fixed are occurring in my life because nobody cares about me. Well, you know what? I care about myself. I do. And I'm going to make these videos. I know And like I said, I'll work by the people that are putting up the blockades and the blocks for me. I'll work by them people. I will. Just give me a minute. But at the same time, believe me that I've been doing this for many years. My last art sale was June 4th, 2022. And that, like I said, that money went fast. Gone. Art supplies, rent, a little bit of food and healthcare that I was able to purchase back in June 4th. I haven't made a dime since then, but I've been trying to sell my artwork and been getting terrorized online by people from this community for not answering back to them, but they don't want to buy my artwork for a fair price. They don't even want to buy a painting that they don't even want to buy a completed painting that they could go buy a blank canvas for at the store. So I'm not making any increase when somebody's trying to buy a painting from me and lowball me. I'm not. I've got to live. And this is the problem. I've sold paintings in the past, but it didn't get me anywhere. I was still struggling at them low prices. And believe me, I've given in my career of painting more paintings away than I've sold. So this house right here that you see that has, several hundred paintings in front of you, I could fill this house 2, 3, 4 times over the years of paintings that I've done. Serious. But yet every time people see a new piece of artwork online, they don't even like or support or comment or nothing. And I do this day in and day out. But yet other people are having no problem finding support online for sharing their emotions, but I share my emotions in my work, and I'm heavily criticized, not only by the government, but by the local private sector and general population, general public. I don't know why, but it keeps happening. And the thing is, if I don't know why, I'm going to try to figure it out. And like I said, I hear back things that siblings and stuff said about my artwork and stuff like they would never support me doing this. They're embarrassed that I do this, that they would only help me if I would. And it's been, I think, 20 or 25 years since I've talked to any of my family, but I hear back from people about what I'm doing. And when you hear back from people, and even my spirit hears things like, how long will he be able to do this? Well, until he's overwhelmed by old age. That's what people think of me. They don't care that I suffer and struggle and I don't have money to live. I don't even need a whole lot of money. I just need the basics to be able to put together a clear and content mental health from day to day. And I can't do that. Like I said, I'm going to continue to work, but I'm going to be, I'm going to have stress on my mind today, and that's going to come through in my paintings. And it's unnecessary for the little bit that I need. And here's the food that I have for today. Like I said, my loaf of bread, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and this is empty there. There's no coffee. I wish I had coffee, but this is it. And then an empty refrigerator. And even when I do get my food card kicked back in, within 10 days, I'm going to be worrying again all about my food supply. And why is my refrigerator and freezer empty? What am I doing wrong? I should be celebrated for crying out loud, for doing the things that I do, for living the way I have lived, patiently waiting for good things to happen. I'm getting about the 14-minute mark. But I guarantee there will be people that will watch us through and through. There will be people that will watch us and they'll continue watching my videos. Like I said, I would like to be outdoors doing different things, but I can't move an inch forward without money. I can't. I have no transportation. I have no material possessions, nothing. I don't have any friends. I do have friends. Don't get me wrong. The friends that know me, I do have. But like I said, until I could get this corrected, I don't want to see them at all. Because asking for $20 or $40 from month to month from people to eat is embarrassing when I have this amount of accumulated artwork and paintings. And this stuff is cool. Nobody can take that away from me. My work is cool. And when it gets found, there'll be someone out there that'll help me. And when it gets found, that'll be a good day. But it's been a long, long time in the making. And not to have an art sale once in a while so I could take care of myself. Like I said, I don't get it. I just don't get it. And that's it for today. I'm done. I'm going to go back to my painting, and that is what it is, and have no contact with anybody today, I suppose. Like I said, I have tons of artwork for sale, paintings, acrylic paintings on wooden canvas, ready to hang wall art for sale. That's that.